Hey gang, welcome back to the USA to Philippines Life channel. Just wanted to do a little quick video today just to see what on earth is going on back in the Philippines. I'm here, checking the news here now. I'm seeing, there's lockdowns going on again. I know just watching some of the other YouTube channels, some of the expats over there are reporting they're back under lockdown. I know for my wife and I, we've got our family back in Panay and Iloilo, and they're under lockdown again. But then I just saw the local news reporting today that they're already modifying that. So I really don't know what exactly is going on with that or what to make of it. All I know for sure is it changes very, very quickly. Changes more frequently than some people change their underwear. No, just kidding. But really, it's hard to keep up with it between the lockdowns now again, and also the like a lot of people were waiting for the travel restrictions to become a little more realistic now. I've said before in other videos, my wife and I are fully vaccinated. We're healthcare workers. We have our card. We're willing to participate in any other, apps or whatever they want us to do to shorten any or eliminate any kind of quarantine that we have to do upon arrival. I mean, that's the big roadblock, speed bump, whatever you want to call it, in our return for a visit, because I'm still a little too young to retire, so we're still working here in the States, but we'd like to take our frequent trips and use our paid time off, which we're blessed to have a good amount of paid time off every year from our job, and we'd like to spend it over in the Philippines like a lot of other people do. I don't know if it's a wise choice to go, because again, watching some other vloggers, there was a vlogger that I was watching, and the rules changed while they were over there, and it affected. They had a heck of a time getting back to the U.S. So like us, they still work and live here. They don't live there in the Philippines full time. So that's something that you don't want to happen, man. You don't want to get stuck over on the other side when they decide to, change the rules again. So that's really what's got to happen here. They need to make, things need to stabilize. Let's say that things need to stabilize now. I think the way that's going to happen, and I'm looking at an article right now on CNN Philippines, and their analysis, it's a story where vaccination is up, COVID-19 cases are down. Now that is based on data, however you want to say it, from the U.S., from what's going on here. And, hey, we're having some good results here. I mean, most states, they're not even wearing masks anymore. We're in New Jersey. Everybody, I don't know, I still see people walking their dogs at 5 o'clock in the morning wearing masks. And they're not required anymore, and I just don't get it. That's a whole nother issue, though. But I mean, why would you wear a mask at 5 o'clock in the morning when the government says you don't have to wear it anymore? There's nobody around but you and your dogs, and you're wearing a mask outside. I don't get it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But anyway, so they're looking at our, what's happening here in the States, and I'm looking at another article here. So obviously the vaccinations are happening there, because I'm looking at other one, vaccines running out fast rapid virus transmission needs fast vaccination. And that's out of Iloilo City, which is where we're out of when we're in country. And it's good to see that. And it's good to see that they're getting vaccinated. And it's good to hear that loved ones are getting vaccinated over there. The quicker you get vaccinated, the quicker this is just, we're going to get back to normal. And I know it's a touchy subject. And my wife, I'm going to post my wife's video in Tagalog. Again, I don't speak Tagalog, but if you do, or you're back there in the Philippines, just listen to my wife. She's a healthcare worker here. She was on the front line during the COVID-19. I'm so proud of her. She was amazing. Taking just no fear. She stared that pandemic right in the face and went in and took care of those people. And she'll tell you, get vaccinated. So I mean, her and I both had the Moderna vaccine. We had it. We were probably one of the first, earliest in the country. I mean, we had our second dose by the first week of February. So, you know, we can be a couple of guinea pigs for you guys who are still on the fence about getting vaccinated. We had the Moderna. I will tell you, you know, the second dose had a little bit more of a punch, but it was nothing more than you would encounter for us, than you would experience getting a flu shot. You know, it's just your arm's a little sore, but nothing major, and it went away really quick, and you're good to go. So, and the infections rates are down here, like, amazingly. I really can't share any data from the facility where we work, but I could just say the cases are almost non-existent now compared to where they were in the height, March, April of 2020. It was quite frightening. But again, I can't really share any of that. But I can just tell you it was frightening for a while, and now it's things are really just about back to normal, except, you know, a lot of things. You know, there's a lot of things that came out of COVID that I kind of like. Maybe some of you will agree. Food delivery. Let's look at the positives, okay? I know for us around here, it's so congested here in this part of New Jersey, just outside of New York. It's so congested here. Just to go to the supermarket is, you know, and I've talked about this in my previous videos about why retire in the Philippines. Go back and watch that, and you can hear what I said about, you know, just the congestion around here and the mood of the people. Yeah, and people say, oh, but Mike, it's congested in the Philippines. So, yes, it is. I've been to Manila. I've seen it. It's crazy. But the collective mood, the vibe of the people is different. I can't, until you experience it, you won't get it. It's just different. And it's not like it is here. I do not enjoy going to the store here. I do not enjoy standing on a line here, or falling in line. I get with my Filipino influence. We fall in line in the Philippines. We get in line here in the States. It's also the CR instead of the bathroom. I'm getting used to that too, saying the CR. I got to go to the CR. But getting back to the positive things that came out of COVID, and there are some. And I was talking about food delivery. Just ordering all these little Uber Eats, and we got DoorDash and Grubhub and Slice, the pizza one. Man, these things are great. I just had some Chinese food for dinner. I think it came in 10 minutes or less. It was at my doorstep. I just tell them to leave it on the doorstep. But everything's online. Paying for it and everything, and you just tell them to leave it on the doorstep and shoot you a text when it's there. I like that. For me, that's a good thing. groceries. I I'm the guy who I'm the one who goes food shopping, and my wife works third shift. She works 11 to 7, so I'm the one who does the food shopping for the house. So I would go every Friday after work and do the grocery shopping. And it just, again, because it's just so congested around here. Going to places like the food store with the mood here, again, I don't mind going to the food store in the Philippines. It's crowded there too. I don't mind it. Go figure. But here, I started shopping online. The groceries, same thing. I put the order in, midweek. Every Friday, between 4 and 5 p.m., the doorbell rings and all my groceries are right outside the door. Yeah, there's a service charge. It's well worth it for me not to have to be aggravated standing in line. And I figure, look, not everybody's tech savvy. Not everybody knows how to, go online and do these things online. Well, I am, and I'm going to use that to my advantage to save on stress. So those are some good things that I can just think of off the top of my head that I'm thankful for. Small things that we went through this nightmare. Those are good things, and I think they're doing that over there in the Philippines too. Is it Food Panda? Just throw it in the comments because I haven't experienced that yet. This Food Panda, and I think you guys that Grab over there does the food delivery like Uber does here. You got the Uber Eats. So I know, that's important. Sometimes you don't want to go out, you don't want to cook. So it's a good thing. But yeah, so what's going on in the Philippines? Again, just watching all the various vloggers, and they're all doing the videos. This one's back under quarantine. That one's back under quarantine. This one's back. They're all getting their supplies and hunkering down again. That's scary to me. I don't know. I'm hoping we don't see another wave here in the fall. It is possible. Hopefully that's not going to happen. But it is what it is. So all I can say is, again, listen. If you didn't get the vaccine yet, and you're on the fence about it, the last place you need to go to get advice about vaccinations is Facebook. And there's good information on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say don't come to YouTube. But I see a lot of people go on social media, and there's so much bad information out there, and there's good information too. It's hard to discern truth from fiction. So I tell everybody, again, I'm non-clinical healthcare worker, so I'm not in the medical end of it. But I've been in a hospital environment every day for 25 years, so I rub shoulders with all the clinical folks, and I will tell you, talk to your doctor. Go to your doctor or a healthcare professional that you trust and ask them about it, because it's important. And the data's in. Vaccines are up. The cases are down. New York City, I just saw New York State is stopped all their COVID restrictions and requirements. That's amazing. I mean, it was like ground zero there for a while. So I just saw that in the local news. They're back to normal over there. So, and that's the vaccines. They are at their where they wanted to be. They've gotten to where they want to be in terms of numbers of people vaccinated, and as a result, you have the desired effect. It's all debatable. I know a lot of people feel very strongly, but the data's in. So I would say look into it. Don't let posts on social media steer you either for or against it. You need to talk to a healthcare provider that's going to give you the best the best information for you to make your decision. So with that, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys for stopping by. Be much obliged if you click like, and if you're not already, we'd love if you would subscribe. So you can, and yeah, hit that bell too, as they say, because we got some good stuff coming. We're getting better at this vlogging thing, except for this this light thing that's going on. That's not too good. But anyway, yeah. So I thank you for stopping by and spending a little time, and appreciate it. And we'll shout out to all the other great expat vloggers doing great videos lately, helping out the folks a lot. Guys like me that are still on this side, waiting for our time to come over there. So it's important for us to hear from those guys that are over there doing it. So that's helpful. So a big shout out to all those vlogs. You guys know who you are. Big thank you to you. You keep doing what you guys are doing. It's important for guys like us back here. I look forward to when I'm on that side doing what you're doing. So thank you, and thank you all for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.